He's a very youngster, budding startup founders. And well, not just one, but in few years of span, he actually managed to have two startups. The founder and CEO of CoffeeSpace. And it's a very unique coffee space, which is not a dating portal, but it's actually a co-founder marriage portal where people can find each other, take their next ventures or next entrepreneurships hand in hand.
So it all began with one boy. So it was a 17-year-old who reached out through Facebook. It was a cold message like, Hazim, I don't think you'll reply to this, but if you do, I have a question. And I wrote an article about it in 2020. The article was called Turning a Fishing Rod into a Fishing Boat. I didn't even know I wanted to do a startup. Growing up, exposed to the whole medical sector from an early age, it was the only thing I wanted to do. But until the age of 16, my ambition was to be a neurosurgeon. That was what I wanted to do. But I went to a boarding school in Malaysia, and in my high school, accounting was compulsory. And at the end of the penultimate year of high school, at the age of 16, we had to come up with a document, a 10-page folio, to research what you want to do after high school. And this is unique. Let me just do this as a passion research project. When I finished the portfolio, and I just told him that I think, Papa, I think I'm changing my ambition to be an accountant. Or I want to be in this finance, accounting, economics field. And he told me, maybe you need some sleep. I just knew I wanted to build a platform that allowed many more interactions like what Karthik and I had. We were working full time. I was at World Bank. My co-founder, Corinne, was at Facebook. And yeah, we did this as a side project rather than hastily quitting your job and just going all in before. It's a runway. It's a parallel runway. The reason we zoomed into the founders and startup ecosystem specifically was because for Council Lab, on the supply side, finding a co-founder, what this means to a person's life is very huge, because if you actually find a compatible co-founder, you might be serious about the startup path. The impact in terms of how much it changes life.
Here, the business model itself is little based on the social entrepreneurship, where it is based on the will. So how did you made that equation work?
It was an experiment, as you have to do with these things. If you don't know exactly what is the best, you will never know the ideal business model. Is something you iterate. If you should consider what is the potential upside, what is the potential downside. And for the most part, many things, if you don't try it, you'll never know. If it's a startup you want to build, it better be a hair on fire problem for a lot of